Hi guys. Oh! Oh! Don't do that to me. Oh. Hi guys. I would like to explain for those who don't know why I was gone. Because the chapter dropped last week and I bet some of you were running around, fire everywhere, frantic, screaming, crying, where is she? Where is she? Did she die? I got sick. I've been out and sick for about a week and I'm still not feeling 100%. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Welcome back, Mel. Haven't been spoiled at all for these 2 chapters. Very proud. I'm still recovering. I still have a slight fever. And I still got the sniffles and I still have a cough. So here's the deal. Here are the rules, okay? I haven't read chapter 1159 or chapter 1160. I haven't been spoiled at all for any of them. Nothing. I've seen absolutely nothing for either chapter, okay? And people were like, Mel, how did you avoid spoilers like that? Because I was sleeping, bitch. Because I was sick and I was sleeping and I was not doing anything else but sleeping this fever away. I was doing my very best. And like, here's the thing. Hell can't stop me from reading One Piece, right? I was sitting up Sunday night / Monday morning last week, like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna read One Piece. I sat up for about 3 seconds and I had to lie back down because I had like the sweats, I was having fever dreams. And let me tell you this, I could have gotten on stream, okay? I could have gotten on the camera, but I was worried I would say very inappropriate things about Sanji if I came on this camera with a fever, delusional, and sick. There would have been horrible things said about Sanji, okay? So I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm just going to look like a beast, a sick monster. So the rule is you cannot be spoiling me for chapter 1160, okay? You cannot talk about chapter 1160 until I've gotten to chapter 1160, okay? People will join late and they're not gonna hear this, so my mods will remind them when they join late. And the other rule is you have to be nice to me. I still don't feel 100%. You have to be nice to me, okay? I can't like debate like I usually do this stream because I guarantee you I'm going to pass out. If you guys get me riled up, I am going to pass out. Don't dangle the carrot in front of me. It's going to make me explode. Can you hear I'm snotty? I'm snotty. So yeah. Anyway, hi Monkey D Dragons in the chat. Hi Dragon. I always love that you're here. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. That's the rundown. Sorry I was gone for a whole week. Obviously I didn't get sick on purpose. Yeah! Think spent 2 weeks sipping soup, taking medicine, reading Sanji Reader fanfics. I do not read Sanji X Reader fanfics. You know why? I don't know him like that. I don't know him like that. What am I doing in the story? What do I have to contribute to One Piece as a character? Nothing. I don't make sense in this story. I'm never reading those. Power to those who do, not me. I don't read those. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so you're gonna hear a lot of sniffling and you might hear some coughing. I'm really sorry. I know that really upsets a lot of people, like the noise. I can't help it. So anyway, here we go. I'd be a good journalist. What? I'd be like the good Big News Morgan, Big News Mel, Big News Melon. Wait, Magnificent News Melon. That's what my character would be in One Piece. I'd be the rival to the world news, world paper. Vivi would love me. Anyway, okay, let's go. We're starting with chapter 1159. I'm really excited. I haven't read it, okay? I haven't read it, and I can't wait for it. So hang on. I gotta remind myself of the last chapter ended because it's been so long. The last chapter ended with Shanks and Shamrock, ugly ass babies being born. Okay. I'm so sorry for that. Anyway, let's begin. Chapter 1159. The Island of Fate. Urga, child Yamato's golden harvest, blah blah blah. Time to munch on apples and return to the flower capital. So he just dropped that was Maria and they left. That pisses me off. That really pisses me off. That really fucking pisses me off. Yeah, the little fox is there, but that pisses me off. Maria, anyways. What was that? It must have been the wind. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with this man? Anyway. Okay. Let's continue. I have nothing to say about this cover art, but I really like Ulti's munching an apple with the mask on. It looks like she's got a big nose. Double chapter stream. I was waiting all week. Yes, sorry, I got sick. All right. I am saying Moria. It just sounds like Maria because of my accent. I'm really trying. Moria. Moria. All right. I've been eating an apple per day. What type of apples do you think they are? I bet they're Fuji apples. They're the best ones. Pirate Island full of leads 39 years ago. Did you look everywhere? Here it is. Don Marlon was on last night's security team. They've all been killed. So even Don Marlon couldn't keep her safe. It's unthinkable who could have done this. What did you say, huh? Our Shaki's been kidnapped. The crime happened within a window of just a few hours. So she did get kidnapped. How interesting. Now, like I said, she better not be, like, useless, you know what I mean? But we'll keep reading. As in useless, as in she better not be doing nothing because she got kidnapped. The crime happened within a window of just a few hours, but without any clues to solve the mystery, the pirates could only wail and gnash their teeth in anger. Please be safe, Shaki, please. Damn it, Rox, what are you doing over there? I'll tear you to pieces. The news swiftly crossed the seas. Shaki? Oh. Smiles vanished from the faces of all the crestfallen people, and it was said that all economic activity around the world went stagnant for weeks. One year later, God Valley. 1 year later? Wait, so she got kidnapped, allegedly, and then a year passed. What? Okay. Darling, I'm so happy to see you. I always believed you would come back. Shamrock Shanks, it's your father. Ugh. Oh my god. Girl, get away from him. Oh, girl, get the fuck away from him. He's a monster. No. Oh, he's sorry. Oh, gross. I don't like this. I don't like it. No, sweet lady. No, you had twins. They're adorable. Yes, and they're yours. Now you can live here with me. Oh, if they're living anywhere, it won't be here. This island will cease to exist soon. Huh? And I've already special ordered a wife who is befitting of me. All I have special ordered. Oh fuck. It's Shaki, isn't it? Oh fuck. Shit. And I'm so that is so disgusting. All I have to do is make her mine all I have to do to make her mine is to win this competition. Competition. Oh, and he just kills her. Oh, and he just kills her. Oh, great. So she was just there to have babies and die. Interesting. Awesome. Begin the preparations. Yes, sir. Disembarking now. The world government's navy ships are here. Yes, they've got the whole island surrounded. Is there some wanted criminal on the island? Bring the children indoors. Use only tranquilizer rounds. Apprehend those who do not resist. Lieutenant Commander, what is the purpose of this operation? It's training, and you're in no position to ask questions, Rook. But sir, platoon leader, what is this kid's problem? I'm sorry, sir, I'll give him a talking to. Is that Dragon? No. I think I know who that is. I think I know who that is. Oh, you there? What's happening? Eek! Don't resist, just stay put, huh? Run for it. They're arresting everyone. But why? They just look like normal civilians to me. Stop thinking. I'm sorry. It's not subtle. It's just not subtle. And I keep saying to you guys over the years, I'll finish reading this. Stop thinking individual thoughts only distract from the will of the group. Focus on completing the mission. But okay, I have to say it now. Over the years, Oda's gotten fucking sick and tired. He's gotten sick and fucking tired. He said, I can't do subtext anymore because you guys are fucking idiots. You guys are idiots, and I need to tell you what is happening here, what the corruption is. And I don't even fucking blame him. Oh my god. But it's Dragon. It's Dragon. No wonder you guys wanted me to read this so fucking bad. That's my fucking man. Do, boys? That is my fucking man. Yes. Oh, I was right. I was right. I was right. The way my predictions work is I'm wrong about one thing, but it's past. Like it's like exchange, whatever the fucking full metal thing is. Something exchange. I get equivalent exchange. I may get something horribly wrong, but then I get something incredibly right. Because, yeah, bitch, I knew I did this because I love him so much. Look at my nails. Sorry. Anyway, I knew Dragon was on fucking God Valley. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, and I knew this is what revolutionized him. I fucking knew it. Everyone clap. I knew it. God struck me down and made me sick because he knew if I was at full health with this chapter, I would have been unbearably fucking annoying. Anyway, it's fine. They're tranquilizer rounds. I'm not killing anyone. I'm sorry about this. If you allow us to arrest you, I won't have to shoot. Oh, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm leaving the island. Get out of my way. Navy Sailor Monkey D. Dragon, future Revolutionary Army commander and father of Luffy. I know that's fucking right. I know that's right. Dragon, no! Dragon, no! Put on your masks. We're using tear gas. Oh my god. They have tear gas in One Piece? It's not subtle anymore. It's not fucking subtle anymore. He's so tired. He is so tired. I'm sorry, oh god. I'm snotting everywhere. I'm snotting. Oh god. I'm very happy. Navy prison ship carrying slaves. Awesome. Beep beep beep. Did I just hear someone? Oh. It's Guinea and Ivor. Hey bro, Guinea, you're alright. Yeah, it all worked out. The intel agent should come by to get us later. Would you kids shut up? Don't ruin things for the rest of us. You're going to get us all punished too. Punished? Oh, they don't know. You fool, we're all going to die. If you don't try to learn where this ship is going, and if you don't even struggle to survive, what makes you think you'll be lucky enough to make it out? Don't play games with miracles. Hang on, bro. Oh, Kuma, the prisoners are rioting. I didn't know that slaves could be so feisty. Oh, because he would know, would he? He's been one all his life. Oh, jeez. Glad you're feeling better. Keep resting. Hang on. There you go. Glad you're feeling better. Keep resting. Dragon is my goat. Thank you, Dick So Small. I piss on my balls. I really appreciate that. Cypherpol Intelligence Agency. Oh yeah, you heard some incredible intel. What is it this time? Don't play dumb. I know you people picked it up too. Morgans! Now pay me. You want me to sit on this scoop, don't you? How does some kid's local paper with a fancy name get an intel network like that? Careful or they'll snuff you out. Quahaha, just try it. Either way, I'm leaking this to Pirate Island. President of the World Economic Journal. So I know he has a fruit, but he's just eternally in bird form. I mean, good for him. He's smart, at least. He's a fucking bastard, but he's smart. So Shaki's still alive. Are you serious? Where is she? What a relief. Oh, God Valley, where is that? That seems fishy. Are you sure about your source? Here's what I was thinking.
Howdy do, boys.
I was thinking that Shaki, because again, while I do not like kidnapping the woman route, right? And while even Oda himself says he doesn't like that, the whole thing is he doesn't like the uselessness of the character from that. As in, woman gets kidnapped and then she does nothing. But I was thinking it's possible she's also going down Hancock's same route. Because remember, Hancock got kidnapped and turned into a slave from a very young age. And it seems like this is just a continued trauma for the Amazon Lily women. They are just constantly put in danger by this world, right? Simply because they are women who are obviously very beautiful, existing on an island, like away from the world. So the world is a constant danger to them. And they are just always at risk of being kidnapped by the higher powers. And I was thinking, I think it is possible that Shaki's kidnapping is also supposed to represent the larger danger that this system brings to... No, it's not a generational trauma, it's a systematic trauma. It's systematic. Amazon Lily women cannot live peacefully under this system. I wonder what that's meant to mean, right? I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Scratches my head. But I was thinking, I feel like that's one of the points happening here, that Amazon Lily women are always victims. They are victims in this system just because of how they are born, which is awful, right? And I was thinking, I think this is what he's going for here. That seems fishy. You sure about your source? The Navy's been taking action, so it seems solid. I'm sorry. She's a prize in the Celestial Dragons game, so that means whoever kidnapped her was with the government. Damn it. Shaki. It's the Celestial Dragons manhunt. I always thought that was just a tall tale. They've got devil fruits too, Kaido. You wanted one, didn't you? What powers are they? Could be good for my kids too. I really like Kaido and Big Mom. I just think they're so fun. You know what I said, by the way? You guys know Goofy, right? You guys know Monkey D. Goofy. My brother in arms. I said that Big Mom and Kaido was basically evil us. Because, sorry, I'll keep reading. But we came to the realization we are just fucking like Usopp and Nami. Where he just fucking hides behind me. And I'm like, why the fuck are you hiding behind me? I'm scared too. You know what I mean? And then I was like, wait. Me and you are kind of evil Kaido and Big Mom. Anyway, sorry. Now we'll continue. Sorry, that just came to me because I really like these two dynamic, and I was like, oh fuck, I've got that dynamic in real life. Anyway, shout out to Goofy. And you're sure it's not a trap? Shut up. If you're not committed, stay here. The rest of us are going to God Valley. The Roger Pirates. Oh, sorry. Hey Gabon, where's God Valley? Not close, but I'll make sure we're in time. We're going, right boys? No question. So now Rayleigh is perking up. Yeah. Nice to see you back and cool ring. Thank you. So now Rayleigh's perking up. He is perking up. He does like her. Okay. Good. Good. I knew he did. That's my fucking man. So Rox is on the move. Don't let him get the jump on us. It took just the tiniest bit of classified intel. We didn't think Roger would get involved. Leave with that next time I'm going to set off all the fiercest warriors of the sea. Boo, by the way, boo Garp, boo. Like, boo. Can't wait to see how he reacts to this whole situation. It's a giant ship. Who cares? Sink him. No, wait. What is it? Rocks, don't slow us down. Oh my god. I was told to stop a certain pirate crew that was infatuated with a single woman. Rocks. If we make use of our strength, it would be child's play to sink your tiny ship. Do you see that boat in the distance? We've got government monitors. You fucking traitor. And you think this is winning you points with the world government. Don't underestimate what we can do, King of the Giant Oafs. Does it please you to serve the government that sits on its comfortable perch? I'm sorry. Hang on, I'll keep reading and watch. Hang on. Does it please you to serve the government that... Does it please you to serve the government that sits on its comfortable perch and watches us destroy one another? I suppose it does, because you're the madman who wants to change Elbaf no matter what. Now, can we talk in private? I still like Rox. I still trust Rox. I'm sorry. He's just fucking spitting bars. But I will say, the panel that I'm reading here on page 12 of chapter 1159, Rox saying all this with Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard behind him, hard as fuck. That goes so fucking hard. Like, that is so fucking cool. I really like this group. I really like the Rox Pirates because they are misfits and they are not a good match, but Rox clearly does care about them. Like, while he won them in games, he clearly does like them, right? He's not just treating them like Blackbeard treats his crew, right? He's not treating them like, well, I don't like you and you don't like me, but we still want something, right? I think he does like his crew. I think he does see a family in his crew. Because he's a good guy. I think he's a good guy. Comrades, exactly. Not assets. Oh, goodness. I'm sure you've heard where we're going and why. Well, I'm only going to tell this next part to you. It's not even for my own crew to hear. Sorry, hang on. Oh my god. What is His Majesty talking about over there? Well, la-dee-da. He's having a toast while my beloved Shaki is waiting to be rescued. Can you fucking die already? I don't care about him. I don't care about him. I've even forgotten his fucking name right now because that's how much I don't care about him. Like, I've genuinely forgotten it. Oh my god. He wasn't even in the panel that I liked. Shiki. Yes, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about him. The truth is, I've got a hidden name. Davy D. Zebek. It's not Rox. It's the name of a clan that I suspect the world government has long tried to cover up. The descendants of the legendary pirate Davy D. Jones. We took root in the criminal underworld and continue to eke out a living even today. Long ring, long land stocks. They keep going up. They keep going up. Next, we're going to find out that Foxy is a Jones. Sorry, a Davy. We're going to find out Foxy's a fucking Davy. I'm telling you, get ready for it. Foxys are going to be a Davy D. Foxy. You fucking wait. Just you wait. Sorry. My timing was either great or terrible. You see, 2 years ago, I had a kid, and to make sure that danger couldn't befall them both. Okay. He means his wife and child, not 2 children. I sent my wife and child to my homeland and told them to seek the Davy clan for help. I see. So your kin and your wife and your child are there in your homeland. And why would you admit this exploitable weakness to me? My home is God Valley. Oh! Where did they find Buggy? For fuck's sake, where did they find Buggy? Now I need to fucking know. Where the fuck did they find Buggy? I need to know where the Roger Pirates picked up Buggy immediately. What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm sorry, my eye. I got shit in my eyeball. It's on a tear. So the government did this as a means to lure you into their clutches. Nah, the celestial dragons are converging on that island. They don't want me coming there. That was a miscalculation on their part. It feels as though some great act of fate is pulling all of the strings behind the scenes. Kidnapping Shaki was their fatal mistake. As long as my wife and kid escape, I don't care about the rest. Whoever's side fortune is on, Harold, it doesn't feel like mine, so lend me your aid. I refuse. I'd rather sink your ship right now. Oh my god, you fucking scumbag! Oh my god. Okay, at this point, do you want Elbaf to be part of this shit? Oh my god. Nah, he's taking L's. Harold is taking huge L's at this point. Nuh-uh. This is fucking tragic. What doomed Yowie? That's your choice, so be it. Don't attack him. Huh? Though hard to believe, once every 3 years, the Celestial Dragons choose an island rich in resources and unaffiliated with the government, and carry out a manhunt game there, slaughtering all the natives. Every 3 years, they do a mass genocide of an island. Oh, God. Every 3 years is dust. That's sickening. That's sickening. Somebody help, this can't be happening. Oh my god. Also, you soft coward. Sorry, I didn't read that part. I was gonna say something about Harold. But I've lost it. Something Harold, something world government. But it's gone from me because of what I just read. That's so disgusting. Every 3 years, that is crazy. Yeah, it seems to be still going on to this day. That's what I'm reading. Oh. He did choose to not attack Rox. Oh, what I was going to say was about Rox. Rox has a wife and child. We've seen that Rox doesn't have an infatuation with Shaki anymore, right? But he still wants to save Shaki. Why? Because he just cares about her. And a lot of people care about her, and his crew care about her. I'm sorry, I think Rox is a chill fucking guy. I think he's chill. He has absolutely no reason to save Shaki right now. He's got no, like, weird motivation that is lust pushed to save Shaki right now. The only reason he's saving Shaki right now is because he cares about her. Platonically, as a friend. Right? He's a chill fucking guy. I fuck with him. Okay? Well, to be fair, I still like Roger more, but there she is. The day of the God Valley incident. Oof. In addition to the rare and exotic devil fruits, we have our grand prize of the event. Hailing from the Isle of Women within the calm belt of the Grand Line, the previous Empress of the Amazons, praised as the most beautiful woman in the world, her name is Shakuyaku. Dwa, she's so beautiful. I want her. She was kept in pristine condition after being caught. That is sickening. The way that is said, she was kept in pristine condition. Like she's an object, right? God, that's so disgusting. And she's just like Hancock, the way she's not emoting at all. I've always said this, one of my absolute favorite panels currently in One Piece is when Blackbeard is holding up Hancock. And she says, "Go ahead, kill me." And she's just staring at him. I fucking love that panel. And this is similar to that. She's just so cold, and I love that. I'm so sorry, Slutty Nose. Don't be stupid. If I win, she's my slave. She's my wife. Stop dreaming, Sommers. Oh. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, fuck. It's a double page spread. Sorry, woo, take her for a wife or make her a slave. The decision is yours. Wow, that's... Wow. Wow. Ugh. Yeah, that's awesome. With you here, Gunko, we might win a trophy in the family competition. So she was there. Gunko was there. Fuck. They're all there. Please get my children off this island. Don't let him have them. Come here, Teach. It's all right. You have to live through this. Who are the children? Lastly, every world noble is aware of them. In addition to the Buccaneer boys serving as a super rare rabbit in this contest, we have another target who's been found at long last after 800 years. The Davy clan. Yeah! And that's the end of that chapter. Good lord. So, okay, before I continue reading on to chapter 1160... So, is God Valley simply Rox's home, or are we assuming that God Valley is the Davy clan's home as a whole? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it just that Rox happens to be from there, and he got there somehow? Because I was thinking Davy clan. All right. I won't say anything. I'll go into the next chapter. We'll read right ahead. Okay. Do we have a break, by the way? After this chapter, does anyone know? Thank you for the subs, everyone. We have a break. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna be honest. That's good because, like, I'm getting a bit exhausted. I'll be honest. As in, currently, I can't. It's too much right now. Chapter 1160, the God Valley Incident. Yamato's Golden Harvest, the shrine to Odin and his companions overlooking the flower capital. Okay. Hang on, I gotta have a sip. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Ugh. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I know that's gross. Alright. Let's continue on. Ugh. Feast your eyes upon the Davy clan. Boo, the most hated of people. You can go back generations and you'll never find a single person who loved your kind. Shun them. Isolate them. You're just more buccaneers, aren't you? Their lives pose a danger to us all. Not so fast, folks. Don't throw anything yet. If we can wipe them out once and for all, this is a blessed day. Ugh. Hey, no knives, my friends. If they die, that's a penalty on you. Segregate them. Oh. That is very heavy. That is very heavy. Oh my god. Oh my god. First of all, Blackbeard's mom is hot. As in awooga. Not the time for it though. Second of all, if celestial dragons were booing me, I'd feel pride. I'd feel pride. You know what I mean? But, oh, Davy Clan, blah, 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 blah. I have a sneaking suspicion the Davy Clan are not actually evil. As always. As always. As always. You did well to find them, Garling. It was simply an act of fate. Shut up. Now let's introduce the favorites to win the individual competition. I'll be dead soon. Please take my boys to someone kind-hearted to raise them into men. Just don't let him have them. I'm terrified. I'm terrified of what these panels are going to be. Oh, dragon. Okay. My boys. Who are... Oh, it's got to be Shanks and Shamrock, right? That's got to be the mother. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are, but I want to save your kids. If I don't do something, I'm going to collapse under the weight of it all. Sorry, it clicked. Sorry, my head is... We've already introduced the 13 super rare rabbits. They're worth 10,000 points each. Woohoo! Woohoo! In addition, there are 150 rare rabbits. The hunt will begin in an hour. Is he serious? Are they really going to start killing us? Are you rabbits? All you rabbits better start running. We just have to survive for 3 weeks and we're free. Just run for it. It's our only hope. There has to be a good place to hide. Let the hunt begin. Little rabbits, where are you? Oh, they're so fucking evil. Sorry, I was gonna say something. Hush, baby, don't cry. Found myself some rabbits. No, just let our baby live. Please, I beg of you. God, no wonder Doffy could just take out a whole fucking island without a care about who he was killing. Without a care. Because they'd hold this every 3 years. Doffy's 100% been to at least 2 of these. He was like 10 when they left Merijois. At least 2, you know what I mean? And remembers them. Come the fuck on. Wow. Sorry, I'm thinking about Doffy because I'm like, well, no wonder. No wonder. Please spare my life. Don't kill my husband. Oh, Jesus. The land of the gods, sacred Merijois. Woohoo, get him. The Figland family is in the lead, but the Bevet and Manmeyer families are in close pursuit. Lord Garling, who did you bet on? The shepherds in the family competition, Goonko for the individual race. You sure? She's great, but she's still just a knighthood's pet. Devoted blade of God. She's still just a knighthood's pet, devoted blade of God. Okay. I'll try and remember that. I'm conflicted because she looks good. Goonko looks fucking awesome, but she's killing innocent people. Fuck. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I do not condone it. But she slays. And she is slaying. It's not what I meant. It's not what I meant. Guys, they have to be good people. They run the world. Chalk up another excellence bonus for the Manmeyer family. Devoted blade of God, Manmeyer family. I'm so jealous of St. Garling. He's gonna bag this beauty to be his wife. Oh, look, nothing's official yet. God, that's so gross. Oh, you got yourself real high up there. Don't worry, you can jump down. I've got a nice cushion of thorns waiting. Oh my god, to a child. Please don't, that's my son. Ugh. I wish One Piece was more serious, you know? It's just too babyish for me. It's too babyish for me. This is for babies. This is for babies. Anyway, Daddy, don't worry, I'll catch you. Such a touching display. Yeah, do remember that, like, Som is obsessed with, like, parental to, child love, like parents trying to protect their child out of love. He's obsessed with that. He thinks that's, like, so tragically beautiful because he's a fucking freak. He's a fucking freak. If I defy the celestial dragons and try to save someone, my entire platoon will be beheaded. And he's trying not to throw up. Oh my god. Yeah, how could this not fucking revolutionize you? How could this fucking not? Where the fuck is Garp? Where the fuck is Garp? Is everyone here then? Of course, sir. Hey, and again, guys, who are the Marines serving right now? Who are the Marines serving right now, guys? Quickly. 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 Who are they protecting and serving right now, guys? ... Is everyone here then? Of course, sir. Stupid dragon, where is he gone? He better not be on that island. They're for the people, guys. They're for the people. And if I am... Now, hang on, wait, I will jump right back to this. I think there was something that I didn't notice. Give me a hot second, I just had to jump back a chapter. The Marine ship was the ship carrying the fucking slaves. The Marine ship was carrying the slaves to their death on the genocide island. And I didn't notice that the first time. Are we gonna keep fucking defending the Marines? I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Anyway. Oh, I found him! The 10,000 point Buccaneer. Don't waste your time dreaming of salvation from this sick game. We have to escape the game itself. Squid Game! Let's get off of God Valley together. They've still got hope. Oh, Dragon saw Ivor. Oh, no wonder Ivor was the first person Dragon, like, became friends with and recruited. Oh my god. Yes. Mishyo, get a taste of my killer 10-shot rifle. Oh damn, I've really done it now. Oh, he shot him! That's my man! That's my man, not being a bystander. That's it! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! They will not stop me, Dragon! They will not stop me from cheering for you, Dragon! I will not be stopped. To the east. Just, oh my god, like father, like fucking son, am I right? Taking out those Celestials one by one. That's what, you fucking know Dragon read about Luffy punching the shit out of that Celestial Dragon. He said, that's my fucking boy. That's my son. This is why I'm saying I know Dragon loves his son. I know it. I'm so excited to see Dragon see Luffy again, like properly, because I know he loves his son. I just know it. Anyway, to the east of the island, haha. What is it? It's the Rocks Pirates, and not just them, there are all kinds of pirate crews pulling up. Yarr. Yahar! Alright folks, Shaki, Treasure, Devil Fruits, there's no point to us killing each other over them. I propose a temporary team up. Bring back the treasure and we'll split it even. No complaints about that. I trust? Fuck. Oh, Aura. Oh god, the aura. Oh, oh god, they look so good. But we can't split Shaki. She's gonna fall in love with whoever saves her first. Obviously, I hate you. Yeah, you're not gonna beat me to her. Shaki's gonna fall in love with whoever gets the most treasure. Peak. You have fun with that. I'm just concerned about my friend. And if she falls in love with me, well, I'm not complaining. What are you talking about, Newgate? But if I save Shaki, then maybe Roger will be grateful to me, and Wang Zi stayed behind on the island will ban him from her bar. You're all fools. The entire world could turn upside down, and Shaki never pay attention to you. That's right, Big Mom spittin'. Are you really gonna give me a devil fruit, Lilin? I like how Kaido doesn't give a fuck about Shaki. Doesn't give a fuck about Shaki. He doesn't care. Fire, ignore them, charge through, look out. You're wasting your time, Navy. Followed my lead, rocks pirates. He got them. Sorry. I'm not crying because of this, but I should be. Also, young dragon really does look like Luffy's Snake Man. He really does. And guess what? I think Snake Man is Luffy's most attractive form. So I'm all for it. Oh no, pirates have arrived. What are you doing, Navy? If a single hair on our heads is must, you'll all be hanged from the neck. Urgent report. Attention needed on the western coast. It's the Roger Pirates. Are you boys staying quiet? It's a miracle. I'm gonna get emotional over this. Like, this is crazy. Move all the celestial dragons to the center of the island. They mustn't be harmed under any circumstances. What's happening? It's like the end of the world. First rocks, now Roger. The Roger Pirates have landed. Oh god. Oh my god. They're just so attractive. I'm gonna go rescue Shaki. None of the rest of you have a shot, so focus on the treasure. Oh my god. Did they knock him out? They fucking did. Oh fuck, I really love Roger. I love Roger. I'm sorry, I love him. Are Gabon and Rayleigh fighting each other? What's happening there? Why are they looking at each other? Oh, are they fighting Roger? Never mind, I think they were jumping Roger. Take Shaki back. Blah, okay, sorry. Damn it, can't focus on the game. What is going on here? Just do something. Who is that woman? And that woman... Who are they? I have a strong feeling the Navy wanted the Rocks Pirates and the CDs to tear each other apart, but Roger showing up threw a wrench into things. Dick so small I piss on my balls, that better be rage bait. I don't think so. Pull the Navy back and protect the Celestial Dragons. The Holy Knights of God are stepping in. Thank you though. Dick so small I piss on my balls. The reason I say this is because no, the Navy is not hoping that the Celestial Dragons tear each other apart. The Navy's job is to protect the Celestial Dragons. The Holy Knights of God are stepping in. Pirates are landing on every shore. Fight back battleships. Don't let them disembark. It might be too late for that. Who is that woman? Woman. Who is she? No, I'm talking about the woman with the ponytail. The pirates are all charging onto the island. We don't know what they're after. Hold on, don't chop up my men like a plate of veggies. Oh, boo! I don't give a fuck. Oh, that ship. It's Vice Admiral Garp. Here I am, baby. Reinforcements have arrived. It's Vice Admiral Garp. Yes, we're saved. Who gives a fuck? The bum rolled up from Bumtown. Like, I cannot wait to see the shit he goes through here. I cannot wait for it. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. Hmm. Segregation impact. Anyway, so that's the end of the chapter. Oh, the dragon Garp argument is imminent, guys. It's imminent, and you guys know that's the one thing I am waiting for, to finally make a diss track on Garp. You guys know that's what I'm waiting for, because how can Garp possibly see all of this, possibly have his own son witness this, his own son probably tell him about this, his own son literally vomiting in disgust from what he's seen, and still be part of the Navy? Respectfully, how the fuck can you reason that? Like, just how? I don't care about this. Oh, but there's good ones, there's good ones. Garp knows. There is no fucking way Garp doesn't know. I don't give a fuck if it's, oh, but he doesn't directly follow the Celestial Dragons. These are the people that they still have to obey as Marines. They still have to obey them. The slaves were carried over by a Marine ship. The world government, the Marines, they know the Celestial Dragons have these slaves. They know they have to protect the Celestial Dragons over the slaves. They know this. So how are we going to bounce off Garp's dick this time? How? Now that we know Dragon was there, now that Dragon has seen the shit he's seen, now that we know Rox is clearly not this unbelievable evil that everyone says he was, are we really still going to be like, no, he's got his reasons, Garp's reasons are just fucking stubbornness, I'm telling you now. His reasons are, but I believe I can change this. And it doesn't matter, because you're working under the fucking oppressor. You are working under them. See what's happening to Harold right now? Are we seeing what's happening to Harold right now? See how Rox was talking to Harold about Garp, and see how Rox said to Harold, how weird that Garp is a Marine, he should have been a pirate. Because if Garp were a pirate, maybe he would have done something. Maybe he would have changed something, correct? How interesting that Rox is talking to Harold about something that is indirectly also happening to fucking Garp. It's happening to both of them. Both Garp and Harold are both being brainwashed by this fucking world government propaganda bullshit. Both of them are. That's the point. That's probably why Rox has this connection with these two characters. Because it's Rox in the middle of a rock and a hard place, haha. And he's watching people that he knows has the ability to change the world, work under the people that oppress the world. And how painful must that be? Right? We still don't truly know Rox's true intentions, but I do not believe this man wants to do anything for pure evil. I really don't believe that. I honestly do think the reason Rox wants to take over the world is because he wants a freer world. I don't think he wants to take it over like a fucking supervillain. I just think he wants to take it over as in someone needs to fucking overrule the Celestial Dragons and do something. I don't think he truly wants to be the king just so he can fucking enslave everybody. I do not believe he's like evil, right? I just don't think that's the case. Oh, sorry. Got me saying thoughts and prayers. The reason I was getting emotional about Dragon saving Shanks and Shamrock, interesting to see what's going to happen to Shamrock. I have a feeling he's going to drop Shamrock, probably on his head, and Shamrock's going to be picked up. My fuckhead with the hair, fuckhead, I forgot his name already. Anyway, it's going to be picked up by him, right? But the reason I'm getting emotional is because Dragon saved Shanks, Shanks saved Luffy. And there's something about like I don't even think Shanks knew that Luffy was Dragon's son, right? But there's some kind of like Do you know what I mean? Like, thank you there. Like, you know what I mean? It makes me emotional that it's like the man who has inspired Luffy to be who he is was saved by Dragon, Luffy's own dad. That's just like so beautiful. Thank you for the song. There's just something so beautiful about that. I just can't explain it. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's cinema, right? It's truly cinema. That's why I was getting emotional, because I was like, oh my god, like Luffy's own dad is why Shanks is who he is now and is alive now and is with the Roger Pirates, and Shanks is why Luffy. So indirectly, right? Dragon has helped Luffy be who he is. It's through fate, don't get me wrong, but isn't the because Dragon saw Luffy's path and said a pirate, not bad. I want to tear my fucking head off, you know what I mean? Oh my god, it's art. It's art, it's poetic, it's beautiful. And the reason Dragon saved Shanks is because he was rebelling against the system that he was working under. That's why he saved Shanks. Because he realized, I'm working for the villains. I'm working for the villains. Dragon's first act of revolution is saving Shanks. Ugh, brother, are you fucking kidding me? This shit's crazy. I love One Piece. Technically, you could say his first act of like revolution was shooting a celestial dragon, which his second one is saving Shanks, and I hope his third one is punching his own dad in the fucking face.
Howdy do, boys.
I really hope it is. I really hope Dragon's next act is, fuck you, dad. You're working for monsters. You are working under monsters. Genocidal fucking maniacs. I saw it all. I saw them kill women, children, everyone. The elderly, the sick, everyone. Everyone. I nearly threw up. I did throw up. And I realized we are on the enemy side. Fuck you. I need that to be the case. Come on. I know that's gonna happen. It just has to happen, right? I feel it in my bones. First revolutionary act was thinking. Oh, you're right. Holy shit. That is a... Because how... One Piece isn't political. Do you know why this shit, like... Stop thinking individual thoughts only distract from the will of the group. And again, I don't know Oda personally, okay? As always, I know him personally. I'm not going to talk about him like I know him personally, but what I do know is, of course, the way society works, not just in Japan, but globally, is obviously, there's, conform, right? There's hive mind. There's systems that we all have to be under, And the idea and the way these systems work is, just don't think about it. If you just do what you're told, it's easy. Just don't think about it. Don't think about anything. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about the system you are in. Don't think about the world you are in. Just do it. Right? And anyone who tries to go against that, they're the problem. This whole, the will of the group thing, yeah. The will of the group thing is fucking crazy. Because that is certainly a very strong statement to make, in my opinion. But One Piece isn't political. I'm very much struggling. Because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, how interesting. And how interesting is it that we're hearing this Marine say this, and then we've just had Egghead, where that was Kizaru going, oh, I'm just a cog in the machine. And how many fucking times did I say, that is so dangerous. That mindset is so dangerous. I'm just a cog in the machine. I just do as I'm told. Now we have this arc with someone saying, stop thinking. Individual thoughts only distract from the will of the group. Are we still trying to believe that Marines, are we truly still believing that Marines are for the people? Are there seriously still people now that think that? From this chapter, are people seriously still now going to think that? I'm sorry. This chapter alone should tell us enough. Oh, there are good Marines out there. There are good Marines. I believe there are Marines in One Piece that do want to do good, such as Kobe, but I also believe that those Marines get fucking brainwashed and they don't do good for the people. They do good for who they are working for, such as their own, right? I always say it's so interesting that Kobe was saved by the Marines, by sword are Marines, no matter what anyone says. And then he goes, oh, I can't let Luffy get the One Piece. Sorry. You know? It's just so interesting. The more we read One Piece, the more the Marines are painted in worse and worse and worse and worse lights. Just worse. This is some of the worst chapters for the Marines. As in, if anyone ever tries to fucking say anything, right? Anything about, no, the Marines are for the people, the Marines are for the people. This chapter, 1159, 1160 are fucking huge. They are carrying a boat full of slaves. It should have been set and done when they took out O'Hara, mind you. Right? This conversation should have been fucking done when O'Hara was taken out. But of course, people just can't. They just can't. No, we need more. Now they're carrying a ship full of slaves to Genocide Island where they're getting hunted. They had Marines having to protect celestial dragons who were hunting innocent people for fun. So how are we defending the Marines here? How are the Marines for the people? I think it's so obvious. It's always been obvious, but these chapters especially, it's so obvious what Oda's saying. The Marines are indoctrinated under this system. They're brainwashed. They are not for the people. They are for themselves. Right? And how many people, I wonder, are going to say, well, they threaten that if you shoot a celestial dragon, your whole platoon is going to be taken out. They are Marines because they enlisted. This is their job. They picked up this job. I hate the way people talk about being Marines like they had to be. They had to be. The only person that had to be was fucking Fuji. Oh fuck. Someone help me. Fujitora. He was the only one we know that was drafted. The only one we know that was drafted was Fujitora. Right? And Fujitora was like, wow, this is fucked. Ryokugyu is, he's Tree Man, right? Tree Guy. I really like the two of them because they were both drafted true. Fujitora was drafted and went, this is fucked. Tree Man was drafted and went, great, I can abuse this power, which happens, you know? That's what happens to a lot of people in those positions. Some of them get drafted and go, wow, this is horrible. Some of them get drafted and go, great, power I can abuse. You know? They're two sides of the draft coin, essentially. But a lot of these Marines are here by choice. They are here because they signed up. You know what I mean? So when people go, oh, but, it's like, this is their job. They are here because this is their job, because they picked this to be their job. They're not here in chains. And I'm sick of people saying they are. And this is why the whole thing with Ace's execution and the whole thing with Ace's death and people going, oh, poor Garp, poor Garp. Garp could have quit. It's that simple. And it's insane when I have this debate and people go, but the Marines, the only thing holding him back was, but the Marines. That is the only thing that was holding him back, which is why I'm saying Garp is just a stubborn old man. Garp is just a stubborn old man. He could have quit. And it's why it's so frustrating that when I watch Egghead, oh wow, thank you so much, Rochiku. When I read Egghead and I see Kizaru doing this and Kizaru doing that, and people going, oh, Kizaru, and I'm like, the real fucking hero here was Sentomaru. Sentomaru was the hero here because Sentomaru quit. He fucking quit.
What if the
And he
lower
went,
ranked
"Nah."
Marines are being used as sacrifices to weed out the weak? Hence why Dragon was told this was a training mission.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, they could definitely use their lives, the Marines' lives against each other for this, like a kind of hazing, essentially. Right? But then that also encourages don't think on your own, right? No individual thinking. Only think for the group. But yeah, that's equally as fucking evil. Don't get me wrong. The Marines are taken advantage of, right? They are. But it gets to a point where you are now part of this system and you're enforcing the system. You know? Because there are plenty of people that go into these systems thinking, I can do some good. Kobe is one of them. But it gets to a point, such as Dragon, because Dragon is one of them. He's currently a key example of this. I truly believe Dragon is in the Marines because he thought this is good. This is a good thing. This is a good thing for the world. This is a good thing for me. I can do good things in the Marines. Now what's happening now? What are we seeing? He's seeing atrocities that he is supposed to be on the side of, not against. And it's making him vomit because he cannot believe how disgusting this is. Like, he's defending this. He's realized he's defending this and he can't do it anymore. He's waking up, essentially. He's not a sheep anymore. It revolutionized him, right? I don't think we are supposed to completely hate Garp. I keep saying this. Garp is a fantastic character. He's a really, really, really good character because he's a fantastic example of a stubborn old man who thinks, no, system good, just needs a little tweaking. Just needs a little tweaking. If we tweak it a little, it can still be good. And of course, that's a problem because if it's corrupt now, it's going to stay corrupt until it's overturned completely. Garp doesn't want to overturn the Marines completely. He wants to just tweak it a little. He wants to fix it a little. He wants to make good Marines, but it's hard to make good Marines when you are part of this brainwash system yourself, correct? I like Garp because he is an example of a stubborn old fool who doesn't fully want change. He just wants a little bit of fixing, right? But he doesn't fully want change. He's kind of scared of that, in my opinion. I think he is. While his son, on the other hand, fully wants change. He wants everything flipped and covered, right? He wants things to actually fucking change. You know? I think Garp is a really, really good character. I think he's a good character because he is an example of stubborn old people that purposefully turn a blind eye, in my opinion, because I do think Garp purposefully is oblivious. I think he knows, but I think he pretends not to be. Example is, he rejected a promotion because he doesn't want to directly follow the Celestial Dragon's orders. However, as a Marine, Garp, you are still under the command of the Celestial Dragons because you are a Marine and work for the world government, right? That is purposeful obliviousness. He knows this, you know? But he's like, as long as I'm not directly taking the orders, I'm not accountable. And that's simply not true. He knows. So I like Garp as a character, but I always say this, what really pisses me off is the way people defend him. They defend him with the but this and but that, and it's like, I believe Garp is supposed to be complex, but I still don't feel bad for him. Like, do you know what I mean? I do not feel bad for the things Garp goes through because he has made his bed, right? He's made his bed. You can try and make me sympathize with Garp all you like, but I'm watching this man see these atrocities. I'm watching this man watch what the Celestial Dragons are doing. I'm watching him just let children he loves die. I'm watching as his own son is vomiting at the disgusting shit he's seeing and will no doubt be told by Dragon the disgusting shit that was seen. And what? He's still a Marine. I didn't feel bad for Kizaru either. Yeah, no, I didn't feel bad for him either. Because I'm seeing spineless people. I think Garp is very spineless. And I know that's a crazy thing to say, but I think that's the point of Garp. I think Garp wants to change in a safe space. Do you know what I mean? I think Garp is like, yeah, change, but only if it's like doesn't truly like make me have to really do too much. Like, do you guys know what I mean? I didn't really word that properly, but comparing, this is why I've always said the Marines and the Revolutionaries are the parallels. I do not believe pirates and the Marines are parallels. I think that's world government propaganda. I think that's Marine propaganda. I think the Revolutionaries and the Marines are at opposites. They're the ones that are supposed to be butting heads because they both have similar ways of going about things, but they believe in totally different fucking things, right? Because Revolutionary Army has hierarchy. It has different groups of like soldiers, essentially. And it has leadership that is...
One common point I see from GARP defenders is that GARP understands that the system is fucked, but he has an honor code to respect his status. Like, where?
Give me a second. I'll read that soon. But they're a military, basically. They're Revolutionary Army, you know? And it really bugs me when people compare the Marines to the pirates, because pirates do not have these hierarchies. As much as a lot of people want them to have these hierarchies, they just don't. The new generation especially doesn't. They have captain, and then after that, it's kind of blurry and it's kind of hazy. Unless the captain themselves has given some kind of hierarchical order, there are no hierarchies of pirates, which is why it's always frustrating when people try to put hierarchical roles on pirates, such as the Straw Hats. It's very frustrating because the only hierarchy here is the captain, and even then, that's loose. That's quite loose. So the Revolutionary Army and the Marines have always been two sides of the same coin. Always. Oh, sorry, what did you say? One common point I see from GARP defenders is that GARP understands that the system is fucked, but he has an honor code to respect his status. Like, where? An honor code to respect his status. I wouldn't call it, again, I'd call it stubbornness. I'd simply call it stubbornness. I'd simply call it GARP has been in this place for too long. And he just cannot accept that this is a problem. Like, again, it's a representation of old person has been in system for a long time, knows there are problems, but goes, nah, system fine, we just got to fix it a little bit. That's what I truly believe GARP is supposed to represent. Like, how do I explain this? You know how there's like a whole thing of Gen Zers being like, I'm being treated terribly at work. They want me to do overtime with no pay. They want me to come in early with no pay. They want me to do extra work with no pay, blah, 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 blah. And we're complaining. And then there's a whole group of boomers that are like, that's just how it is. Just work hard. Back in my day, I did that. And it's like, Grandpa, back in your day, that shouldn't have been happening. Like these boomers do not understand. We're also saying, no, that's fucked for you as well. That shouldn't have been happening to you either. We're not complaining for the sake of complaining. We're saying this system has always sucked, you know? That's what GARP just feels like to me. Like he still wants to defend this system. He just wants to tweak it a little. It's always what it's felt like to me. These lazy kids. He's a kind old dog that serves a nasty master, but it's content to sit on this master's lap and is complicit with a master. Continues being terrible or asks the dog to bite someone the dog knows is nice. And GARP will bite the person. Yep, that's true. GARP thinks the system is bad because of the people. He wanted his son and grandson to be the fix. God, you're right. Because, yeah, you're right. He thinks the system bad because people. By that, I think you mean like just the regulars, not like the big top dogs. He thinks, oh, if people just stop committing crime. Wait, I think you're right. I think that is what he's supposed to be. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. That is what he's meant to be. Fuck, I didn't think about that. Yeah, if people just did as they... No, he really is. If people just did as they were told, this wouldn't be happening. That's true. I didn't think about that. Just conform. No, he really... Because he did that to fucking Ace. He literally said to Ace, if you just conformed, if you just become a Marine. But of course, the world doesn't work like that, Garp. You can be born non-conformist simply because of how you were born. And that was Ace. That's the whole point of Ace's story. No matter who he was, no matter what he did, he would have always been an outcast, a criminal, no matter what. No matter what.
Do you see Kobe getting the full brain drain Navy treatment like Garp? Or do you think he'll reach a breaking point like Dragon?
Kobe's already getting the full brain drain Navy treatment like Garp. Sword put the nail in the coffin for that. Sword nailed that down. Ever since he said, sorry Luffy, I have to stop you with your dream. On my shit list, Kobe. However, I keep saying this. I think Kobe will have a moment where he has to face Luffy. And he has to come to a point and come to the realization. Is Luffy his enemy? Do you understand what I mean? Kobe will have to come to a point of, will the world be better or worse without Luffy? I think that will be his breaking point. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I think Kobe's breaking point will be, will the world be better off without Luffy? Or is the world better off with Luffy? Because Kobe as a Marine needs to take out Luffy. Sorry. Garp's just an incredibly stubborn dog. He's really stubborn. I'll never forget what Kuzan said to him when Kuzan was fighting him on a full alert, and Kuzan was like, how interesting. All your proteges seem to keep turning against you. And you know why Kuzan's saying that? Because all of Garp's proteges keep seeing problems in the fucking system that Garp is telling them. We can fix right here. And they're all going, no, we can't. Kuzan tried, by the way. He tried. If anyone tried with their whole fucking pussy, it was Kuzan. Because he went against Akainu. He went head to head with that nasty fucker. He lost a fucking leg for it. And guess what? He got kicked out. He truly tried. And what did he get? Kicked. You know? So, Kuzan saying that to Garp, in my opinion, was one of the best got-ons to Garp ever. Because it's literally Kuzan saying, you are trying to fix something that is eternally broken. You keep trying to raise these good Marines, and these good Marines just keep seeing, can't be a good Marine. Like, fucking think about that. That's why when people go, oh, I think Kuzan's an undercover Marine, I don't think that's the case. I do not think that's the case. And the reason that cannot be the case is because then Kuzan's whole point and story kind of has no meaning of what a Marine is and does and what happens, you know what I mean? Oh, he's just an undercover Marine. And then what? Like, I do not think he's at all an undercover Marine. I think this happened to him. You know? So, I love that line from Kuzan, and I love that fight from Kuzan, because it really is Kuzan saying, Garb, you keep raising these so-called good Marines, and these so-called good Marines keep abandoning you. What do you make of that? Which is why I do think Kobe's going to have that breaking point as well. But I think Luffy is going to be the one to unlock that in him. I don't think Garp is a hero. And they'll come to me and say, Mel was right. MelonTeee was right about Garp the whole fucking time. The whole time she was right about Garp. He really was just purposely turning a blind eye. Watch as the reason Garp got his hero title is because of God Valley, and he didn't even do anything. Watch as it's because they had to cover this shit up, so they named Garp a hero. Because that's my theory for Garp, right? Because that happened to Smoker on Alabasta. Yeah.
Given Blackbeard's plan to use Garp as a bargaining chip to have Full Elite become a WG-sanctioned nation, do you think the WG is going to cut their losses and let go of Garp or accept BB's offer?
That's interesting. Sorry, I'm still sick. That's interesting because Garp is still seen as the hero of the Marines. As in, if Garp is taken out, that's still going to be a global morale of people who like the Marines and like the world government, seeing someone being taken out by pirates. Do you know what I mean? Because Garp is a good bargaining chip for that reason. Also, the reason I know I'm not being too harsh on Garp is because Dragon exists. I'm just saying. The reason I know I'm not being too harsh on Garp is because Dragon exists. Sentomaru exists. Fujitora exists. Kuzan exists. This is why I know I'm not being too harsh on Garp. Because I've seen Saul exists. I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. I've seen other Marines go through what Garp has seen in how many years of being a Marine, you know? I've seen what Garp who Garp has served, as these other Marines have served. And what did they do? They said this is fucked up. I'm not being too harsh on Garp because this is still a man that exists under the world government system of, yeah, they kill everyone. They commit genocide and they're defending the genociders. Like, how can you read this chapter and think, you're being too harsh on Garp? Are we seeing this right now? Dragon is vomiting in disgust. Vomiting in pure disgust at the horrific shit he's seeing. I am not being too harsh on Garp. Garp is just incredibly stubborn to the point that he will not see the immorality of the system he is currently working under. You know? So, anyway. Oh, I love Dragon. Dragon stocks are so fucking up, guys. This is why I put all my eggs in Dragon's basket. This is why I put all my eggs in Dragon's basket, because I knew Dragon would be the guy. He's him. Like, I knew it. The Revolutionary Army leader. I'm really excited for Dragon's story. Because I know the reason we haven't learned a lot about the Revolutionary Army and the reason we haven't learned a lot about Dragon is because this is Luffy's dad, Garp's son, and the leader of the Revolutionary Army. This is a character and a whole group that Oda is keeping close because they are turning the world around, right? Don't get me wrong, Luffy's doing the same thing, but Luffy's a pirate, he's an anarchist. The revolutionaries are not pirates, right? The revolutionaries act purposefully, accordingly to how they want to change the world. Pirates do not. Luffy is not really like going, yeah, I'm truly going to change the world. That's not Luffy's like real goal. He's just happened to be doing that by being who he is. Dragon, however, has this as a goal, right? And I really do think that Dragon is about to embody probably a lot of what Oda himself believes. You know what I mean? I think this is going to be Oda's heart on his sleeve with Dragon. Maybe that's a huge claim to make, I don't know. But I think Dragon is about to be a very personal character to the author here. And I think this is why the Revolutionaries and Dragon have been kept so close until now. Until the final stages of One Piece, because I think this is it. These are the guys that are really trying to change the world. But I don't know. Like that line of stop thinking like individual thinking. That feels really fucking personal, you know what I mean? Critical thinking? I don't think so. And listen, I can say this as a queer woman. No individual thinking that harms the group. Yeah. I just don't know how to explain this outside of yeah. You know what I mean? The people here who get it, get it. Because if I didn't sit down and think about this world I live in, if I didn't sit down and think about the system I live in, if I didn't sit down and think about what I'm actually told I should be and what I'm actually told I should be doing, right? I wouldn't have discovered myself. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have discovered my own queerness, basically, if I just didn't think about it. An individual thinker, and I just thought for the group, the system, basically. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds dramatic, but it's true. It's just true, which is why when I read shit like this, and when I read One Piece like this, it's just so, it hits so close. It hits so, it's personal, you know what I mean? It just really, really rings my queer bell. And also as a woman as well, right? It hits that too, which is ironic to say because people go, oh, Oda's hyper-sexist, Oda's hyper-misogynistic. Yes, he's misogynistic. Yes, he's sexist. He's still a fucking old man. He's still an old, weird man that I personally don't know, but what he writes still does resonate with me, how I have lived as a woman. I know that's hard for some people to understand, but it does. And I know there are many, many, many other women who read One Piece who feel the same way as me. You know what I mean? Because it's rough. It's rough. But while I'm still not 100% about Shaki being kidnapped, because of course I just don't like the kidnapping stories. With a woman gets kidnapped, I am starting to see that I do believe the Amazon Lily women are supposed to be that representation of the treatment of women, you know? Because again, this is a cycle for the Amazon Lily women. It just keeps happening to them. And also the closeness that Shaki feels for Hancock, right? She very much has a personal love for Hancock. We can see that. That's obvious. And Rayleigh does as well. And it's because she's experienced it. She's witnessed it. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too deep, but I never like to say that about One Piece because I really think if you're going to think too deep about anything, One Piece is where you should be thinking too deep. It's encouraged, mind you, by the author himself to think too deep. He's said, I trust my older audiences to read between the lines, right? Gloriosa as well. Exactly. Amazon Lily feels like, to me, a representation of this world is not safe for women. At all. At all. The island of women is constantly under attack by that world that they live in, by the system that they are under, by the powers that be, you know? And it just feels like there's something to be said there. You know what I mean? It really feels like there's something to be said. Nami wasn't kidnapped, mind you. Robin, like Nami and Robin were not kidnapped. They made a deal and they were tricked. You know who was kidnapped? Sanji. To be fair, he had a deal as well and he was kidnapped. But no, he was kidnapped. They said he was kidnapped, didn't they? But Nami and Robin, I do not say they were kidnapped because they weren't. They were just tricked by these fucking despicable bastards. Because Robin willingly went because she wanted to save her crew. Nami willingly chose to do that because she wanted to save her island. Blackmailing. I wouldn't say kidnapping. Oh, Nami kidnapped by Absalom, and then guess what? While Sanji helped her, she ended up getting out of that on her own. I love that scene where she zaps him. Anyways. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway. My point is, there seems to be some commentary here. And I'm feeling it. Yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen with Shaki here. Because we're getting shots of her, right? So she's clearly thinking. And I do believe there's still more to this than meets the eye. But I'm also happy to believe she's just going through similar things that Hancock went through. And this is why she has such a fondness for Hancock, Rayleigh as well. She's gonna do some shit. When was Gloriosa taken as a slave? Is it possible that Gloriosa saved Shaki, but she got taken instead by saving Shaki? Sorry. Her just getting kidnapped by Marines as well. Not by Marines, by a government official is interesting too. I wonder who got her. I wouldn't mind Rayleigh saving her. Only because I like them. I like them. I like them. Do, boys? I like them. I wouldn't mind Rayleigh busting her out of that cage and then they fight together. I'd squee. I'd squee and I'd squeal. I think it's cute. It was Wang Zi, yeah. I know that was a traitor, I know. But yeah, I'm still not gonna like say everything because or think too much with Shaki because there's clearly something that we are not being told here. And I would like to know what it is. Sorry, the panel of segregate them is fucking crazy. That is so insane. I'm just looking at back on the chapters. Now I am wondering if Shaki made a deal. Because I know she's super calm right now. And I do believe that's supposed to hold Hancock. But I do wonder if something happened and she made a deal to be in this position. Again, I just don't know. Anyway, MVP, Dragon. Real quick question, by the way. Why did people keep saying Sunji upscaling? We also don't know her reasons for opening the bar, that's true. People kept saying Sunji upscaling, Sunji upscaling. Why were people saying that? Upscaling means a character has done something or something has happened to make Sunji seem better. Oh, Jen became Sunji, like, oh, we saw that before. Like, is it really that? Is that it? What about Dragon upscale? Anyway. Mm. All the new characters have legs, and he's the best leg guy. So upscale. Oda's always been a leg guy. He's always been a leg guy. People, they pay so much attention to the fact he's a boobs guy.
What if Teach's mom and Robin's mom had distant relatives?
Great timing.
As such, could Robin have Davy blood in her? Hence why she's always called the Devil Child, and why she was vehemently hunted by the WG.
Red light, the reason she's called the Devil Child and was hunted by the world government is because she's from O'Hara. While I like that theory, we know why she was the Devil Child, and we know why she was hunted, because she was from O'Hara, which was an island of scholars, and because she could read poneglyphs, which is big no. And she was told to have, like, killed so many people all the time. Where the fuck is Buggy? Where did they find Buggy? I'm still waiting. Anyway, yeah, Oda's always been a leg guy. Where's Buggy? Where the fuck did they find Buggy? If I don't see Buggy, baby Buggy in these next chapters, I'm going to lose it. How is Shanks getting from Dragon to Roger? Though, well, they found, I assume it's going to be like Corazon and Law. Remember, they found Shanks in a treasure chest. I'm assuming that Dragon put Shanks in a treasure chest and thought, pirates can't resist treasure. They'll pick you up. Someone will pick you up. Because Dragon couldn't get out of there with a baby in hand. That seems like it to me. Aren't Buggy and Shanks the same age? I say this, but Oda can easily change that. By the way, rip to Shanks' mum. Oh, fucking rest in peace, Shanks' mum. That shit was crazy. That was horrible and horrific. Why did he have babies with her? Because I don't think he at all cared about the kids. I feel like he did that just to fucking torment her. Because if he cared about the kids, he would have killed her and picked them up, but he clearly didn't. Hang on, I'm double checking this. I'm checking. Where's Dragon running with the kids? They're just in a basket. Oh, he just left them there. Yeah, he just left them there. God, they're so... I'm sorry, I hate these stupid fucking babies. They're so ugly. Dragon's a better man than me. I would have gone, ooh. I'm not touching them. Dying over these. I don't think so. I don't know. Garling said in 1096, watch this, children, and up on left to kill people. I don't think Garling was talking to his kids. I think he was just talking to the younger Holy Knights, you know, or just the other people around. I don't think he was specifically talking about his kids. I just don't think he cares about them. If anything, I'm trying to think of what's happening with Shamrock right now. Perhaps there was an anger in one of the twins getting away. So Garling picked up Shamrock and said, I'm raising this guy to be an uber fucking horrible person out of spite. Like, you know what I mean? I don't believe Garling really cares about these kids. Like I said, he kept Shamrock out of anger, it feels to me. One of them got away, and he's got the other one. I'm gonna raise him to be fucking awful out of spite. They're soldiers, yeah. I don't know. I don't see him like. Is he gonna come back and go, "Ah, baby's in my basket"? You know what I mean? Shamrock is a spy for Dragon and Holy Knights. No. And from what we know, Shamrock has been with the Holy Knights and in Mary Joie all his life. For now, that's what we know. I think for now that's kind of a baseless theory, and I also think that would make Shamrock boring. Too many theories about spies, in my opinion. You know how there are so many theories back in the day about clones? They're a clone, they're a clone, they're a clone, they're a clone. That's happening with spies now. Now everyone's a spy. There's too many of them. I just don't think there are that many spies. I don't think there are that many double agents. Imu is a spy. Joy Boy was a spy. Yes, Stussy was a spy. Stussy started two fucking things. She started the clone theory and the spy theory. At least I think she did. I wouldn't be surprised if Garling has a ton of kids. If he's a fucking Genghis Khan type. I wouldn't be surprised if any of these Holy Knights just had tons and tons and tons of kids. Because the family, you know. Anyway. Garling's hobby, lovemaking. Oh god, when are we gonna find out about Lily? Lily is going to be dead end of the story. I know she's gonna be dead end. We find out about Lily. I've got a long time to wait to find out about Lily. That makes me really sad. That makes me really sad. Also, I'm shocked we're seeing this much of God Valley. This is a lot of information. A lot of information about God Valley. Surely Dragon and Garp are gonna. I know it's gonna happen, but I want it to happen now. I really want it to happen now. I want to see Dragon and Garp see each other on God Valley and have the talk now. Like, I really want it. Anyway, yeah, a lot to take from. Sorry, I have to stop talking because it's no 3 a.m. and I'm still sick. But a lot has happened. However, the final L to mention is Harold. It's Harold. Harold is interesting, and he's interesting because I understand his pain, you know? I understand where he's coming from, but it gets to a point, you know? As the old saying goes, nothing like changes if you hold hands with your oppressors. You know what I mean? Um, you don't fix things by holding hands with your oppressors, and that's what Harold is doing. He's trying to get into their good books, but here's the thing: the world government, the Marines, they'll never see the Giants as living people with rights. They'll never see them as that. And I'll never forget when this is another point against Garp, by the way. I still can't believe there are people defending him. Where Garp was like, oh, the Giants will be great for military power. Let them in. As in, he's not even thinking about the Giants' existence just to exist. He's just saying, but if we let them in, we get military might. As in, they are weapons to us, we can use them. Rox even said that to Harold, didn't he? Rox even said, they just gotta fucking use you, mate. They're gonna use you, they're gonna use the Giants. They don't care about you. He did. Yep, he did say that. So I get Harold's position, I truly do, because we're seeing, if you're not part of a world government, like if you're not a world government nation, you run the risk of your island being picked as the genocide target during that 3-year time. And I truly understand why that's a scary, scary thing. I really do. But the unfortunate truth is Harold is not changing anything. He's not changing anything. He's being very naive. The only thing he's changing is the culture of Elbaf itself, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. But there's something to be said about making an island full of pacifists in a world that wants them dead. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I understand Harold's position. But the world wants Giants gone and used. The world government, I'm not crying, I'm just snotty. The world government see them as a threat. Sorry. And they're not going to find peace like this. They're not going to find peace like this. And the reason Harold frustrates me is because I just keep thinking about Fishman Island. And I keep thinking about how Fishman Island had 2 sides. I'm so sorry. I don't want to blow my nose, it ruins my makeup. Alright. Fishman Island had 2 sides. Queen Otohime and Fisher Tiger. One was the pacifist and the paper pushing. The other one was the aggressor, the revolutionaries, right? The violent side. Both of them wanted the same thing. Do we understand? And both of them honestly didn't know if what they were doing was right. And this is why it frustrates me with Harold, because Harold's not going to get any respect from the world government. He's not going to get any rights from the world government. He's not going to get any help for his people from the world government by just doing the paper pushing, by just being a pacifist. It's simply not true. Historically speaking, it doesn't work like that, which is why I do not believe a warrior of nations is particularly a good thing, right? I do not believe violence is a good thing. But the issue is, it comes to a point where what else can you do? You know what I mean? It comes to a point where you are not going to get these oppressive rulers to care about you by going, pretty please, you know? That's not how it works. That's not how it happens. You need to be loud and you need to be annoying. And there's a fear of Harold making an island of pacifists in a world that want to go after them, because it's going to cause problems. And I'm saying all this because Fishman Island, I think, is fantastic for this reason. I know so many people go off on Fishman Island. I think it's one of the best arcs for this reason, because it really addresses this topic, right? Because I used to be like everyone else I say, where I used to be like, no, violence isn't the answer. You know what I mean? Violence bad. Violence is bad, and anyone who has used violence to try and gain some respect and rights never believes violence to be good, by the way. That's like the main thing here. Fisher Tiger didn't think violence was good, but he also believed there was no other way. And I put her on my Instagram for anyone who knows, and this just really made me think about it. But there is, I believe it was a theory, and I forgot what it was called, where you have pacifists and aggressors going against each other, right? What's right, what's right, what's right. But there's a middle ground. And that middle ground is you cannot push those papers without the aggressors. And the aggressors are what make people want to get those papers pushed. Do you understand what I mean? As in, if you have aggressors, suddenly the paper pushers look to be the better option. So they kind of need each other, right? And again, historically, this is a thing. And that's why I really, really, really like Fishman Island. Because Fishman Island is about that exact topic. It doesn't even tell us who's right. Fishman Island made a real heavy point to explain and to say, I don't know who was right. Jinbei even said that. Jinbei even said, I don't know whose method was right. You know? We are not being told Fisher Tiger was correct. We're not being told Otohime was correct. It's up to us to decide. And what I believe is they were both right in their own way. Otohime wouldn't be where she was without Fisher Tiger, and Fisher Tiger wouldn't be where he was without Otohime. Now, it's given to Shirahoshi and Jinbei. Now Jinbei is the one being the aggressor, and Shirahoshi is the one being the pacifist. And there's nothing wrong with pacifism. But there's also nothing that can be done without the aggressor, you know? Yeah, diversity of tactics. So when I look at Harold, I think he's missing something here. There's a problem, and it's because he's just a pacifist on his own, and it's not working. It's just not working, and we are watching it's turning against him. It's ruining him. He is literally going against friends and going against morality to try and cozy up to the world government, to try and do good for Elbaf. And at the end, what has it done? It's gotten him killed. I think it's pretty fucking safe to say the world government killed him. This shit got him killed. You know what I mean? Harold's tactics don't work. I think it's pretty safe to say it got him killed. Elbaf is burning, right? So Harold, this chapter is just as interesting because he frustrates me. And he frustrates me because I can argue he comes from a good place. His heart, his intentions, they are correct. But the way he's going about it is kind of ruining him. It's ruining him, and it's ruining Elbaf. And I don't even think the way, because here's the thing. Sensitive children, sensitive people, emotionally stable people is a good thing. I don't think Elbaf's pure warrior ways were good either, right? So Harold did bring some good to Elbaf. But in that being said, there needs to be a balance here, right? There needs to be a balance of Elbaf's warrior culture with this new peaceful way, especially in the world that they live in, because they just don't live in a perfect world. Balance good, exactly. I think Harold's going to have the crush out of the fucking century. I think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be bad. And it's a shame that it seems everything's going to be blamed on Loki. Everything is going to be blamed on Loki. The world government has circled all around Elbaf. Fucked it good. And they managed to pin it all on Loki. How fucking sad is that? Everything on one poor boy. Just horrible. Like, I know the reveal we'll get with Harold is going to be crushing for Loki, just crushing. I'm still sick, but I am feeling better. I don't know. I don't know. Harold just frustrates me. This is why I love One Piece so much. One Piece is such a good critical thinking manga. It's such a good critical thinking manga. I'm literally reading a manga that is telling me to think critically. I don't care how many people try and push that, oh, it's not that deep. Oh, it's just a pirate manga, blah, blah, blah. This is a manga that literally has the line, stop thinking, individual thoughts only distract from the will of the group. Literally has lines like, what did they say? Segregate them. Has lines like, does it please you to serve the government that sits on its comfortable perch and watches us destroy one another? This is why when people say One Piece isn't political, it's very frustrating, because it's like, it is. And not only is it political, you will gain so much from thinking of it as political. You will really, really, really gain huge critical thinking points if you truly think about this story like this. Like how I'm viewing Amazon Lily now. I didn't see it like that before. I didn't see Amazon Lily as a representation of how women are treated in this system, all condensed into one island. But now I am seeing it, and now I do think that's what Amazon Lily is, you know? I didn't see that until now, and I really do now think that's the case. That they're not safe from this world, and it's no fucking wonder they hide away, because what other choice do they have? What other choice do they have but to hide within and amongst each other, away from the horrible, horrible terrors of the world that they're in, that will never protect them. This world does not protect them. They have to protect each other. Sounds a lot like womanhood to me. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I know Oda's sexist and misogynistic, but at the same time, he writes well, and he does write with meaning. Sometimes it doesn't hit, and sometimes it does, and I'd say this is a hit, you know? I'd say he's hitting this one on the head. Redeemer of Dark, do you mean comfort women? Did Drork say that? Amazon Lily talks about and references comfort women. That would be fucking incredible if that is what that means. We will never know, because I don't think we're ever going to know, but comfort women is, for those who don't know, I'm probably going to sum this up very, very roughly. Comfort women was both Chinese women and South Korean women, and the subjugation and horrible harassment and disgusting shit that they suffered through World War II. I believe it was both South Korean and Chinese women, wasn't it? At least I'm pretty sure it was. But for those who don't know about that history, you should definitely look it up. But that is so interesting that Jorkshow. So hang on, did Jorkshow read these chapters and say that? Was it these chapters that made him say that? Sorry, just asking. It was. Yeah, so we're getting the same. All right, I feel I'm on track then, because if Jorkshow and Mama Jork think something along the similar lines as me, I feel confident. So obviously the way Shaki is being treated is opening doors in these ways for what this means, what Amazon Lily means. You know what I mean? Because they said that a long time ago. Damn it. I'm late. Oh, right. Well, if anyone is like, I don't know if Joke Show is streaming right now. They're probably not. But if they are, someone say Mel says big ups about the comfort women noticing of Amazon Lily, because can't believe I missed that until now because I was only focusing on Hancock. But it's clear that this is a pattern for Amazon Lily women, and it's clear that this is something the Amazon Lily women suffer. And that's just, you know, harrowing. It's just harrowing, and it's scary because it just feels all a little too real. And I didn't notice that until Shaki. So, look, while I'm not a fan of women getting kidnapped, obviously Mel Oda's not a fan of that, and while I'm still about the Shaki kidnapping thing, I still do believe that this man is a good writer. And I still do believe that when he writes things, he writes them with a purpose. And I do not believe he's just having Shaki be kidnapped because, oh, I'm kidnapping a woman. Like, do you know what I mean? Oh, she's just a woman and she's being used as a plot device. I still believe this is Shaki's story as much as anyone else's. And I still believe that this is a point to be made with Amazon Lily women and what they are going through in this world. So it's like, the reason I'm saying all of this is because I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm not trying to cop out this writer. I'm just saying that this truly made me realize something about Amazon Lily and what I believe it is supposed to mean now. It's just, oh god, I love One Piece. I really love One Piece. There's just so much to say, you know? And I must say, I just adore how bold Oda has gotten, how tired he is. You could just tell he's tired. He is tired. He's frustrated. I really do think that even if we don't see him responding to people, as in we don't see him looking at people's thoughts and voices of One Piece on One Piece, I do think he sees them, and I do think they piss him off sometimes. I honestly do, because it just feels like he's becoming a lot more aggressive in his writing, and he's still doing it with a lot of grace, as in I still see the subtlety there, but then there's points where he's going, I'm not being subtle about this anymore, fuck you guys. I truly believe he reached that point. Skypiea, he was already reaching that point. I'll never forget, Skypiea is literally about the colonization of a native land and a native peoples, and it's about the previous god of Skypiea going, are we the bad guys? And Sanji and Usopp say yes. I'll never forget that, because I was like, whoa. I was like, oh, there's but it was yes, you're the bad guys. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was shocked. I was really shocked by that when I was watching One Piece for the first time. I simply wasn't expecting that. Like, I was really shocked by that, because I mean, like, there's just, I'll be honest, there's just not many manga I read that tend to go into these kinds of topics and straight up will say that opinion, you know what I mean? Like, it basically, it is that black and white, you're the bad guys. I was just so stunned by that. So that was one of the first times I realized how bold this manga really was. And then the second time was Fishman Island, where they were straight up just calling out racism for racism. That was straight up saying racism is from the uneducated masses that are being told to go against each other. That's what Fishman Island is, right? Fishman Island is literally, they are making us hate each other for their own purpose. Like, the rich and the powerful gain more power, gain more wealth the more we hate each other, right? Like, racism is a form of stupidity and fear and not being educated. That's literally what Fishman Island is, right? And he was just saying that straight fucking up. He was tired of that shit. Wano had a few things, I forgot about it now, but now Egghead and Elbaf, he's done. I just think he's done. I just think he's done with it. He's like, if you don't understand what One Piece is by now, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you how much of a fucking idiot you are. Like, if you're not seeing it yet, you know. It is just their opinion. What if he did have that? That would be very interesting. Has he had that plot before? I'm trying to think. I feel like he hasn't. Doffy? But I don't want to say Doffy because Doffy was actually doing, like, physically doing horrible, violent things. You know? I can't think of anything that has. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, sorry. I just love One Piece. I have been gone for 2 weeks, you know? I've been gone for 2 weeks. I've been sick. I've been really wanting to read One Piece. I'm so happy that I can sit here and read it and talk about it right now. Because these chapters are phenomenal. They're really good. They're really, really, really good. You don't think we'll see the fallout between Garp and Dragon now? Oh, I know. I really want to see it, but I agree. I don't think we're going to see it this time around. I think that's going to be saved for later. Damn it. Pirates and revolutionaries that are queer-coded. I keep fucking saying. People call me crazy for this, but the second leader of the Revolutionary Army, like the second person to ever join the Revolutionary Army, is the biggest, fattest fucking queer in One Piece, Ivankov. And you expect me to not think that's intentional? I don't fucking think so. The literal island of, like, queers, Kamabaka Island, drag queens, is a base point for the Revolutionary Army. And you expect me to think that is not on purpose? I just don't think so. Wano, right, had Kiku, who is a trans woman, and Yamato, who is trans representing. No matter how many people want to twist it, Yamato himself is still someone who is trans representing, going against this idea of you cannot oppress me, you cannot stop me from being who I am, you cannot imprison me just because you don't like who I am and you want me to be someone else, and you expect me to not think that's intentional. Just ridiculous. At this point, the gaslighting is ridiculous because it's like over and over and over and over again, there are these intentionally chosen characters that are for liberation, that are for freedom, that are for individual expression and identity and revolution. And you expect me to think all of these are unintentional. It's just not true. It is clearly intentional. Just clearly intentional. Right? How can it not be? It's just not subtle. You have characters saying queers never die, and it's subtle? It's just not subtle, man. I'm just sick of it. Iva is based off of one of Oda's friends who was a drag queen, and also Rocky Horror Picture Show. Both. Iva's based off both. I keep saying this. We know Oda has drag friends. Like drag queen friends. We know he does. He literally regularly hangs out at fucking drag queen bars. Do you guys not remember when Frankie's voice actor was retiring and he gave his message? He was like sitting in a bar talking to Oda about whatever, and it was a drag queen bar. It was like a gay bar, and everyone went, what? And I was like, guys, this is old fucking news. This is old news. He regularly hangs out at those joints because he was a theater kid. Do you guys know this? But I don't know the man personally. I keep saying this. I keep saying I don't know the man personally. He was a theater kid in university. A lot of people don't know that. Of course he knows queer people. Of course he knows queer people. He was a fucking theater kid. Duh. It's old news. It's just old news. Oh, Oda's still problematic. There's still issues, don't get me wrong. I keep saying, I don't know the guy personally. I will not defend this man. But I will say, we've been given obvious points, right? Which is why I can easily connect the dots between, yes, this shit is intentional. Yes, what he's writing is intentional. Yes, there are queer characters and queer people in his story that are for revolution and for liberation. That's intentional. It's just intentional. You know? I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of being treated as too woke. You know what I mean? I'm too woke for this shit. Apparently, I'm literally weeding. I'm weeding woke piece. People are saying I'm too woke. You know? I'm sick of it. Anyway, I gotta stop talking. I've been talking all day. Anyways. These were two very, very, very good chapters. I'm really excited. As you can see, tons of conversation around these chapters. Honestly, I'm really glad that I read these two back to back so I could see the continuation of, like, I want to say Dragon, because reading these back to back with just following Dragon was just incredible. Like, watching Dragon get revolutionized in real time is fucking awesome. This is nearly everything I wanted, because I love Dragon. I love Dragon. I love him. And he's definitely going to become one of my favorite characters the more we find out about him. I've always defended Dragon, and I'm going to keep defending Dragon. And I'm telling you guys, the fuckers that would make fun of Dragon and wouldn't defend Dragon and would defend Garp over Dragon are gonna feel real fucking stupid in the future. They should be feeling stupid now, in my opinion. But hey, we get there when we get there. You know? Seeds have been laid. They have been planted. They will grow. And I get to pick them and slap them with the plants and say, I told you so. You know what I mean? I'm very excited for it. I get to pick my plants and hold them up and say, I told you so. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I'm sorry that didn't go through. Shanks icon. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Cultivating those seeds for generations. Oh god. I just love Dragon. I love him. I really, really love him. I loved him the second I found out he was the one that saved Luffy from Smoker in Roguetown, whatever. And he was the one that was like, a pirate, not bad. And I was like, oh yeah, this guy fucks. This guy fucks. I will not fall for the propaganda that he's a bad dad. I'm not falling for that shit. Actually, sorry, I'll finish up soon. But you know what else? Why else I know that Oda's tired of this shit? Someone asked him in an SBS, why did Dragon abandon Luffy? And you know what Oda said? Think about it. He was like, well, gee. Dragon's the most wanted man in the world. He couldn't just fucking bring his son with him now, could he? Like, he's sick of it. I'll never forget that SBS because I was saying that. I've been saying that for eons. That no, Dragon didn't abandon his son. His son is simply safer away from him, and he knows this. He loves his son. Now there's finally an SBS of Oda basically confirming that and saying, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Like, he literally said, think about it. That's on the level of, what did he say? It's a matter of reading comprehension. Like, he straight up told us why. Everything is pointing to Dragon loves Luffy like nothing else. Nothing else. He just can't be with him, and that breaks my heart. Because that's what Kuma was about. Kuma loved Bonnie more than anything else, but he couldn't be with her. Right? That feels like that's going to be a theme within the Revolutionary Army. That to make a change for the world, for the future generations, there are things that must be sacrificed. And Dragon knows to make a better world for children and his children, he must separate from them, you know? That's what it feels like to me. And it hurts. It's painful. And that's why I think Dragon's story is going to be incredible. I think it's going to. This is awesome. I just think Dragon's going to represent a lot. I think it's going to represent a lot. No, I don't think Dragon and Dragon. I don't think Blackbeard and Robin are related because their moms look similar. I'll say this nicely. Sorry. Women in One Piece all look kind of similar. I'm never going to think anyone in One Piece is related due to the women, or even in general due to looks, because Oda has a style. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna use physical appearance of characters unless it's fucking dead obvious, like Buggy's nose, to decide on blood relation. Woo! Anyway, your mom can be anyone. Your mom can be anyone. I do wonder if O'Hara themselves were a clan. By the way, the Davy clan. The Davy clan. Has anyone had the idea that the D is for Davy in everyone's names? Because now we have the Half Moon, people of the Half Moon. That could be the D. But now we've got Davy. Starts with a D. Is it possible it's all Davy descendants? It'd be Davy. Oh. Let's see. Davy Jones. All I'm saying is, if Buggy ends up being Buggy D Clown, that D is for Davy. I'm sticking to it. Monkey Davy Luffy. Rocks D Boat. Shut the fuck up. Alright. We're done. I'm sorry. I'm snotty and I'm coffee, and I think you guys can tell that my energy is kind of so yeah. That was a good stream. Oh, thank God. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I still might not feel very well. I'm still making the Kuma video. I'm so sorry for how long it's been delayed. It's just problem after problem. I swear to fucking God, this year's been such a train wreck. But I still appreciate all the support. I really, really, really do. I love these streams. I love talking about One Piece with you guys. I just love sharing these ideas and talking about these chapters. I love book club. This is literally like virtual book club, and we all get together and read One Piece together and we talk about it. Oh, just great. I love community. So yeah, thank you everyone. I really do appreciate it. I'll do my best to get better. I'll eat so many apples that doctors cannot come near me, you know what I mean? And I'll hopefully see you guys another time. Let me get in my box, my sick box. Oh my God, let me out. Thank you everyone. I truly do appreciate it. And I will see you when I see you, maybe tomorrow. Just depends if I feel good. Thanks everyone. Thank you. Bye. Bye.